is cuddling.
Once again, back for another one. This will be the second installment in this wonderful journey. Conversations with Holiflo. Today's topic will be love. Love in this world seems to be a mystery. And sometimes it seems like a lot of us really don't know how to love. It's hard to love, honestly. Like when there are so many backstabbing people in this world, girlfriends cheating, boyfriends cheating, the fucking social media impact on relationships. I know it has to be very puzzling to people and very painstaking to see that they find love and for a little bit it'll be good, then before you know it, that love just crumples and seems like you can't get it back, even if you're still with the person. And in the past, I kind of looked at people that just hate each other when they're in relationships and they stay together, and I just wonder, why the heck are y'all still together? But at the same time, you gotta understand, nobody wants to be alone. Everybody wants someone to wake up next to, even if they hate that person's guts. Everybody wants someone to wake up next to. And the pain by itself of loving a person of the opposite sex by itself is enough to drive a person crazy and make a person lose their minds entirely. And my heart goes out to the people who are in relationships that seem like they're going nowhere, even if you've been together for 30 years. It's just, I don't know, it's just interesting to me how love is portrayed in this world, as if it can't be found and it'll never be found. What's it called? One thing I wonder, because one thing I always think about, how strongly and powerfully just information impacts us and our viewpoints. Everywhere we go, all we always hear is, there's no such thing as love. Love doesn't exist. Love, what's it called, is never gonna be true love. It's always gonna crumple, blah blah blah. When you talk to an older person, or an older person talks to a person that may not necessarily have been through that much life, first thing they say, especially when they see that that particular person is happy in a relationship, or two people are just like clicking during the beginning stages, they always say, oh, it ain't gonna stay like that. Eventually y'all gonna hate each other. To an extent, that could be very true. But why the fuck do we need to keep ripping our fucking youth apart like that? We need to fucking build our fucking youth up a little bit more than that. We supposed to be, not we, but the older people in this world are supposed to be the leaders, correct? Am I not mistaken? So why the fuck do so many of our older generation tear down our youth the way we do, or the way they do? How will we ever change this world and impact this world in a better way if we never try? See, that's the problem. This world has made us not try to change anything. We don't believe we can change our lives. We don't believe we can change our love situations. We don't believe we can change ourselves. Anything can change. For instance, if you're in your house right now, let's say, and you're like, let's say 300 pounds. In your mind, you may say, or have an attitude that's like, oh, I'm fat. I'll always be fat forever. Blah, 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 blah. Technically, you want to get real technical. If you change your mind and your thinking and your food habits and your working out habits, you can change whenever the fuck you want. How the fuck is a person gonna be depressed about being fat when you can change it whenever the fuck you want? So if that applies to that, you can change your attitude towards anything. The question is, especially in love, the two people have to be willing to do it together. That's the problem. We're not willing to work or compromise. If anything, when we're in a relationship, we should look at the significant other like, yo, I want you to be as strong as you fucking possibly can. I want you to be a beast. So, if we have disagreements, so on and so forth, even if we're mad in that moment, we always are supposed to clear our minds and bring each other back to each other. Instead, what do? Wait, we do come back to each other once the feelings or emotions have calmed down. I admit that. But it's always a perpetual state of negativity towards our significant other. We never reach, it seems, that point to where we're together for a long time. Some people achieve it, but most people don't. But like I was saying, we never reach that point to where we're a person or a couple is together for a long time and they come to the realization that they need to upbuild that person next to them. They need to strengthen that person next to them. You don't strengthen that person next to you, and you continuously tear that person down, what's going to happen? That person in turn is going to return that energy and tear you down. And we see this cycle over and over and over and over and fucking over again. Change the fucking cycle. I'm tired of people talking about how horrible things are in their life, but they don't give a fuck about changing it, or about how horrible their relationship is. Okay? Change your response to the hardships in your relationship. Over time, believe it or not, your significant other will pick up on your change in attitude. And that will in turn affect their attitude. And if both attitudes are even slightly adjusted or slightly calmed down, that's progress. If you ask me, that's progress. Problem is, we don't give a fuck about progressing. We're happy and we're content with being stuck in our own realities, our own jobs, our own fucking friends that half of them treat us like shit, and we still we're there. I mean, that even goes to love too. Our friendship love that we express towards each other. We don't know how to express that either. Because a lot of that is built from negative or negativity. The interesting thing I would say is sometimes, or even I noticed in my life, the people that I have gravitated to or became the closest to were the people that I had the biggest disagreements with. I would definitely admit that. Maybe those disagreements sometimes can make you closer. But showing love can also make you a lot closer. Not tearing down your friends and your significant other can also make you a lot closer. But that's the closest we never get to experience, just for the simple fact of the influences of this world. How this world portrays love, friendship, how it portrays everything. It affects our mind in a way that is kind of interesting. Even if you don't notice or don't pay attention to the effects of this world on your love life or whatever part of your life, even if you don't pay attention to it, these motherfuckers that run this world / just any video you watch per day or every day is going to influence your mind, your thinking, the way you react, everything. So why not digest healthier content or express healthier emotions? You need to find a closer bond to each other eventually. It's going to take time, but we need to find out how to express our love in better ways than we do. Otherwise, we'll just be doomed to repeat the same fucking cycles. Same tearing apart of each other. Same hatred. Same ill feelings. The same lack of love that we feel. Because even though love always finds its way, believe it or not, no matter what you want to say, it always does. No matter, even if our love or the way we express our love isn't necessarily the way we should, the love always keeps the bonds together. But that love can be stronger. And saying that bond can be stronger, meaning the love can be stronger. The bond can be stronger, the love can be stronger. The amount of energy we put into trying to bring up people instead of tearing them down can be stronger. Everything can be stronger. You can be stronger. We can be stronger. We just need to try. And I can keep going forever, but I'm gonna end it there. If I continue on that subject sooner or later, so be it. For now, this has been another episode of Conversations with Holiflo. I hope you enjoyed the content. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care, alright?